Zdravím a vítám u dalšího videa na Kingdome Come, Deliverance. Dnes jsem tu zpět, ale dneska bych chtěl to trošičku jinak. Dneska bych se chtěl vrhnout na vedlejšáky a začal bych tady Terezou.
Matthew and Fritz and their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly. To keep them out of mischief. You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
I will. Thanks. So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Kapslo, tak, nebo chůzi. Tak, tohle je taková vedlejší linka, kdy vlastně s Terezou se začne chodit na Kuby. Někam a pak to skončí nějakou romancí.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
It's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug.
Tak, teďka tamhle se startl takový závod, vlastně no. Někam upředu dál, do vítězstvím asi. Tak. A my tady běžíme teda někam na nějaký místo, ale nevím přesně kam. Každopádně, no, to by se mohlo zvládnout. Myslím, že někde tady to bylo už. Nejsem si přesně jistý. Jo. Ježku, za chvíli jsem ho ztratil. Jo, tady.
That was fun. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog.
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed.
With a pig? Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me. How do you always manage to look so good?
Just look at the lady killer. Where did you learn to talk that way?
I don't recall which church service it was exactly.
You scoundrel. But you certainly know how to make a girl feel special. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
Tak, každopádně, to byla taková vedlejší mise. Tak a ještě někde tady v ledečku za tím linářem. Tak si vydáme do ledečka. Poptat se po té práci pro ty dva. Tak. Tamhle. Někde by mělo být. Le. Je to označení. Prý je to mlynář, ale mlýn tady nikde nevidím. Větrný aspoň. No i když možná vodní. Jo. Tak se podíváme, kde pak může být.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Scalise, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
They're good men, from Scalise. Basically your neighbours. You have to help them.
That's God's own truth. Love thy neighbour as thyself. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
God be with you.
Tak, nějak jsme to ukecali tady. Jo, to je tady. Líbí se mi, že tady vlastně v té hře Kingdome Come je to dělané tak, že se ze všeho může takže nějak ukecat. Že prostě to nemusí se řešit jenom násilím. Tady se hodně dost připadá vlastně, když jsem tady cestoval všiml. Ale to je teďka vedlejší. Hlavní je teda to, že se mi líbí tahle věc. Protože v hodně hrách třeba dělaný, že prostě se musíte mlátit. I když to vypadá, že to má být klidný, tak ve skutečnosti tam musí být nějaká ravačka prostě, aby to bylo akční. Prostě, když se to nějak dozvíte, druhá strana bude se vás snažit zastavit a vy musíte vystřílet nebo vymlátit další vlny nepřátel. Takže paní, tady to je udělaný jinak a to se mi líbí. To je jedna věc, který tyhle hře nejde vytknout, no. Jasný jsou hry, který to mají taky, ale tady to je udělaný pěkně.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only
What?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage. Goodbye.
Tak. Které, a ještě bychom mohli jít tam nahoru. Pomoct tý Sofii. Ne. Johance. Nebudu to brát na fast travel. Se pěkně projedu. Tak. Nalez mi pod koně. Tak. Nahoru, tam oni chtěli nějakou pomoc. Tak můžu zjistit jakou. Ne, počkat, ne. Tady je tohleto. Tak, a to je někde tady? Přímo. Hádám, nejsem expert.
Farewell. Everything here is fine. He just needs to sleep.
Má doktor.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
Jo, no, na to jsou doktory. Tak, co pak ty?
These wounds have been well taken care of.
What are the...
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
I can't sleep again.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you. Farewell.
These wounds have been well taken care of. I'm not needed here.
No, matěj dokonce.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Jo.
Everything here is fine. One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. Your friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you? Take care.
Herbáře mám, prosím, pěkně. Není tady někde? To je furt tahle knížka.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
I won't get any sleep.
Do you know anything about
Just won't get any
herbs?
sleep.
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of, but others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johance here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
Thank you.
Počkat, takže teďka by tady měl být herbář? Nebo tady bude furt? Ne. Takže možná si hodně koupit herbáře. Tohle je komplexnější, takový další quest. Čekal jsem, že tady prostě uvážu pár ran. A to bude vše. Každopádně dneska jsem to chtěl říct trošičku rychleji. Podívat se na nějaké ty vedlejší questy, spíš tady na ty dva. Tady ten třetí jsem jen tak nakousl. Možná ještě bych mohl zkontrolovat ty mrhovedy, ještě možná moc brzo, no. Už tady je tenhle no. Každopádně já bych to dneska měl trošičku rychleji. Dali jsme si nějaké ty vedlejší úkoly. Doufám, že jste si teda užili, tady to kratší video. Že vás pobavilo, že jste si užili. A že se vám líbilo. Já doufám, že se uvidíme dalšího vpravo na odkaz na playlist, kde jsou i naše epizody, kde se soustředím hlavně na hlavní úkolovou linii. A to by mohlo být asi vše. Like a pěkný komentář potěší, dislike a komentář, co se vám nelíbilo, co mám změnit také. A doufám, že se bude další videa. Odběr, pokud chcete vidět další videa, nejenom z této hry, plánuji natáčet ty další a doufám, že jste si to užili a že se víme i u dalšího videa. Zatím nazdar.